Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. This is part 19 of Angular CLI. In this part 19, we'll discuss how to display linting errors in Visual Studio Code. So before going through this part 19, I'll suggest you please visit my part 18, that is Angular TSLint rule and TSLint rule violation error and fix the error. And you can get these videos in my playlist called Angular CLI tutorial. So in this part 19 we'll discuss few points here, that is how to enable TSLint extension in Visual Studio Code and how to manage TSLint extension in Visual Studio Code. So I'll go to my command prompt. This is my path of my project and I already have opened my project in Visual Studio Code here, you can see, and this project I have been used in my all the videos in my playlist. So this is the code. I'll tell you that what are the linting rules is there and how to enable the TSLint extensions and how to fix these errors using TSLint extensions. So guys, I'll tell you. I'll do some errors, linting errors. That is the first linting errors. I'll do that. This is the space you can see here between slash and the text of that comment. This should be the comment should be there should be the space between is there, right? But I don't want this space here. I just make it I just remove this space and save the changes. So this violates the TSLint rule. That means it is a error, right? So second one is I'll remove this semicolon here from welcome, and this also violates the TSLint rule. And third linting error, I'll do that. You can see here let keyword is used for declaration of variable message. So instead I'll write here var keyword. So this also violates the linting rules, right? So that means you can see here I already have 3 linting errors. That is, I have removed that space between the comment text and the double slash, and I have removed that second error is I removed that semicolon, and third error is I have removed that let keyword instead of var. So these 3 errors are violating the TSLint rules, and as of now, at the moment, our editor Visual Studio Code does not show any linting errors. You can see here, we cannot see any error. That is, some red marks will come below this text, that is some warning is coming. Nothing is showing here, right? So it would be nice if Visual Studio Code can display these linting errors so we can fix them as we are writing the code. And to achieve this, we need to install Visual Studio Code extensions, that is TSLint. So how to install extensions? To install extensions, I need to go that view and view menu in Visual Studio Code and select extensions. Alright, from the context menu, or you can just click here the extensions, right? You can see one icon is here. So I'll click here and I'll type here that is whatever extensions you want, and after installation of extensions there is one installed section is there. So if you expand this, you'll get the whatever the installs applications extensions has been in your Visual Studio Code. So it shows 0. So what I'll do, I want to install the TSLint. So I'll in the search extensions in marketplace, I'll type TSLint. So in TSLint there is two TSLint you can find 2 extensions. One is TSLint support for Visual Studio Code and one is TSLint deprecated, right? So I need to install both. So first I need to install this. You can see here one option is called install these extensions in your synced Visual Studio Code instances. So I just install this one. I click this install and it starts installing, and after installation completed, you will get the details in the right hand side of the windows here. So guys, here you can see that after successful installation, you can get one setting gear option here. That means this extension has been installed successfully for your Visual Studio instances, and you already have two options, that disable and uninstalls, and get the details of that extensions here, right? So there is one important section. You can see TSLint has been deprecated in favor of ESLint. So I already have created videos, that is ESLint, that is the higher version of TSLint. So TSLint is deprecated. So but for few requirements for the old projects, and I have been use that TSLint in the projects. So that's what I created these videos for TSLint in Angular. And the next one is TSLint deprecated one. So we need to install these extensions also. So same way we can click this install options here. So it starts installing, and after installation is successful, you can get the details of that extensions here. So guys, you can see this extensions has been installed. So you can get this gear button setting, and you can also see two options, that is disable and uninstall. This extension is enabled globally, right? So that means our TSLint extensions has been successfully installed in our Visual Studio Code for all the instances. So once installed all these extensions, so restart the Visual Studio Code to active the TSLint. All right. So at this point, Visual Studio, I'll go to my Visual Studio Code here, right? And I'll open that app.component.ts file. So guys, here you can see that this changes has been not been affected after installation of these extensions. So I need to restart the Visual Studio Code here. So what I'll do, I just close this window, and I'll go to my command prompt here, and I'll open that project using Visual Studio Code. So after installation of TSLint, we can fix manually, or we can also let TSLint to fix the errors for us. So there is some suggestion box. So I'll show you what are those. Okay, my Visual Studio Code opened successfully with the project, that is Angular CLI, and I'll show you that is the installed extensions in my Visual Studio Code, which we already have done in a few minutes before. So what I'll do here, I'll go to the views options here, and click on extensions. So guys, here you can see that our two extensions has been installed successfully. That's why in the install tab it shows the two extensions there, right? So what I'll do, I'll again, okay, this is the space here, and I will type here let keyword. So it was before, right? So I just save these changes. Okay, I'll go here. So what I'll do, I just remove this space between the comment. So what it will show, will check. So these errors should come in the L warning, or we'll remove this. Before that I want to execute this command called nglint. Okay, otherwise I'll just close this file and also close this file, and I'll go to this app component. I'll open that app component.ts. So guys, here you can see one warning light, right? You can see one red color is coming here, and when I hover my mouse here, it shows missing semicolon, TSLint semicolon, right? Okay, I just want to successfully execute that nglint command. We need to wait for that. So before that I just make it as what it was before. So I'll go to my Visual Studio command prompt here. I'll check what are the nglint errors as coming. So guys, before installing the extensions, Visual Studio Code is not able to display the linting errors, but after installation of TSLint, Visual Studio Code shows that linting errors. We have to install for that. I'll show you after the execution of this nglint command. So after installation of TSLint, we can fix the errors manually or hover our mouse on that particular error lint, and in suggestion box, if we click on the quick fix using yellow bulb in the left side, and there will show some three options in on the yellow bulb, right? So I'll show you once the extensions once the command will be executed. So all files pass linting, there is no errors is coming here. But after installation of TSLint, we don't need to go for that execution of nglint command. We directly fix using Visual Studio Code. So I'll show you. I just remove that semicolon here. So you can see there is one missing semicolon option is coming, and you can see one red mark is coming, right? So what I'll do, I just click on view problem. So here guys, you can see that there is one bulb is coming, right? So in Visual Studio Code, we'll able to see the linting errors, so we have the opportunity to fix them as we are developing our applications. So once we click on the line, we see a linting error, a light bulb appears on the left margin, and when we click that light bulb, you'll see three options, right? So if I click this one, you can see that missing semicolon, disable rule semicolon for this line, and show documentation for semicolon. So if I'll click the documentation part, then it will open in your browser, and you can check the documentation there. So this is the documentation for semicolon rule here, so you can check. So after click this, I need to fix the semicolon. We can fix these issues in two ways. We can do manually after putting the semicolon, otherwise we'll click this bulb and we'll click that fix missing semicolon options. So I need to click this one, so you can see the error is gone now, right? So error is not showing anything here. So same way, if I'll remove that space between the comments, so I'll check the errors. So if I'll put my mouse here, it shows comment must start with a space. So if I'll click this, you can click here quick fix, or you can want to show the problem. You can see here after click this view problem options. So you can see like this. You can see here comment must start with a space, disable rule, that is the comment hyphen format for this line, or want to show the document. So if you want to show the document, you just click here. So this is the documentation for comment format hyphen format rule, TSLint rule. So you can read this documentation and you get the details about these rules. And I want to fix this, so after this I'll click this yellow bulb and click this fix comment must start with a space. So I click this one, this space is done, and this red error mark is gone now. So I just save these changes. And the last one is I need to mention here var keyword instead of let, right? So also it will show the error. If you put your mouse here, cursor, you can see forbidden var keyword, use let or const instead TSLint. So no var keyword rule is affecting this error. So if I'll click here view problem, if you click this one, the forbidden var keyword, use let or const, disable rule, that is the no var keyword for this line. If you want to show the documentation, you can click here for the no var keyword rule in TSLint. So if I'll click this one, it will go to the browser and it will show the documentation for the TSLint rule, that is no var keyword. So you can see the details about this documentation. So I want to fix this using red yellow bulb, and I'll click here fix, and you can see it is changed to let keyword and the error is gone now, right? I want to save these changes. So after save these changes, I'll go to my command prompt here and I will execute this command called ngLint. So this is the difference between before installation of TSLint extensions and after installation of TSLint extensions. So before installation of TSLint extensions, whenever errors we have done here, linting errors, Visual Studio Code does not show any errors here. So after execution of ngLint command using command prompt, it shows the error list here. But after installation of TSLint extensions, when whatever errors is doing by the user or developer in the code, Visual Studio Code is able to show that error, and it shows the some respective options, that is the want to fix the errors, or you want to disable that specific rule, or you want to get the documentation of that rule. So this is the biggest advantages for TSLint extensions in Visual Studio Code. And it also save the timing of the developer, and he can fix the errors as comparable to execution of ngLint command. So guys, you can see all files pass linting. There is no errors in Visual Studio Code. So I'll show you the last one is how to disable linting in Visual Studio Code, or how to manage the TSLint extensions. So guys, I'll go to this view menu in Visual Studio Code and select the extensions. And when we click the extensions in the from the context menu in the extensions window, expand the installed sections, and we have seen that two extensions is there. One is TSLint and another one is TSLint deprecated. So you can see the setting options or gear icon is here. So in the click the settings icon, and if you want to disable, you can disable, or if you want to uninstall, you can uninstall this. So in this way we can manage the TSLint extensions using Visual Studio Code. So same way for deprecated TSLint, click this gear icon. If you want to disable this, you can disable, or if you want to uninstall, you can uninstall these extensions. And once you do that, uninstall or disable, you just restart your Visual Studio Code, and it will affect the actions whatever you have made in that extensions. So I'll go to my Visual Studio Code. So guys, in this way we have installed the TSLint, and whatever changes we have made in our code, if an error, it shows the errors in the code. Instead we don't need to go to the command prompt and execute the nglint to show the errors. So I'll go to my presentation here. So how to install TSLint extensions? So click on view menu in Visual Studio Code and select extensions from the context menu, and in search extensions in marketplace, type text box, you should type the TSLint and click the install button of that. So one is TSLint, another one is TSLint deprecated. So how to fix the errors using TSLint extensions? So Visual Studio Code, we are able to see the linting errors after installation of TSLint. And once you click on the line, that red mark is shown on that particular code where you see a linting error, a light bulb, that is the yellow light bulb, will appear on the left margin. And when you click on the left bulb, you'll see 1, 2, 3 options. What are the options? To have the linting error fixed automatically, depending on whether the issue supports automatic fix or not, or you want to disable that specific rule, or if you want to get the document of that specific rule, that is TSLint rule. And how to manage the TSLint in Visual Studio Code? Click on the view menu in Visual Studio Code and select extensions from that context menu. In the extensions window, just expand the install sections, click the settings icon or gear icon against that TSLint extensions, and you can disable that, you can uninstall that, and after then you just restart your VS Code to affect the changes on that particular extensions. So this is my YouTube channel. Subscribe and share it to get the up-to-date knowledge on .NET Core, C#, SQL Server, Angular, Azure, and DevOps. So in this video, what we have described, so how to enable TSLint extension in Visual Studio Code, and how to manage, that is disable, or if you want to uninstall that extensions in Visual Studio Code. So that's it for today guys. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.